Hey YouTube, what's up? This is your man Sonny Wayne Fella, and I'm so happy to join you today to greet you and say thank you for tuning in. I'm so excited that we can meet again after a short time. Today, I just wanted us to talk a little bit about the truth. Um, the truth is something that is so important in the life of every man. And when I say man, I'm talking about women as well. Because according to scripture, man or woman, they consider them as men, as we all know that. But I've been troubled a little bit from some statements that have been made after I put up some of my videos. And I just wanted to respond in this public manner concerning the issues of the truth. As you all may know, in accordance with the Webster Dictionary, truth is in accordance with reality, the fact and reality. Okay, that's what truth is: facts and reality. So when the truth is being told and people tend to get angry or uncomfortable because it is told, it becomes troublesome. I received series of comments from my YouTube channel, and I must say in a public manner, I have no ill against anyone that I've, said I was bashing Liberia, or I should put my money where my mouth is, and I would say a whole lot of stuff. That's okay. If you said such thing, or try to demean me, or try to keep me quiet because I'm speaking the truth, all I want to say to you is I love you, regardless of the circumstances. Liberia is my country. I love Liberia. If I did not love Liberia, I won't say the truth. Let's look at it as a family, all right? If you have a family and your kids are doing the wrong things, they're lying, they're stealing, they're fighting and destroying stuff. If you keep quiet, what do you think you are doing to your kids? You are rather hurting them. You are not helping them, right? So if our country that we love so dearly, as we say, they're going through such problems and horrible situation, I think it's fair that we come up to say the truth and nothing but the truth. If we hide the truth, what are we telling our people? What are we telling the country that we hail from? We are telling them we don't love them. That's the fact. That is a reality. So today I just want to briefly talk about a few statements that were made concerning what I said using this platform. There are a few people that may mention, and I'm using my cell phone to say these things, to read it, because I don't want to read something that someone might feel that is not true, or say something that someone would say is not true. I want to read it from the horse's own mouth. I'm not going to call names, all right? But I just want you all to know that the truth at times hurts, but we must say the truth. We cannot turn a blind eye to the facts and the situation back in our country. We can't do that. I know that the government cannot do everything. Those of us who live in Liberia, we need to step up. Seeing our surrounding dirty, we need to clean it. The market grounds. I'm sure they have superintendents, market superintendents that control these market grounds. They need to help educate our people concerning cleanliness. You can't sit in the dump, in garbages and stuff, and eat or sell, and we expect people to come and buy from us. I know we do because there's no way out. But we ourselves need to step up and say, you know what? I sell here, this is my space. And because this is my space, I must keep it clean. If I want to be healthy, if I want those who come to purchase from me to be healthy because I love them as well as my customers, we need to clean our surroundings. If we leave the surroundings filthy, dirty, how can we survive in such things? That's why today so many of us are getting sick from minor and illnesses, minor situations, and we get so ill, and eventually we pass away. And sometimes we wonder, well, what's happening? Maybe someone wished this person. Maybe this person asked us for money and they didn't give it, so the person wished this person. That is not the truth. Most time, I believe, is because we are not keeping our environment clean. So those of us who are selling the market, those of us who have homes, who live in apartments or live in rented houses, let us join together. Let us join forces together and try to clean around our environment, clean our vicinity. Because when you do that, it makes the city clean. And when you live in a clean city, it makes you healthy. I'm not bashing Liberia in any way. I love this country. That's why I am saying what I'm saying. You know, as one person said, you say you didn't love Liberia, you don't love Liberia. Why did you finish your house and why did you purchase land? If I did not love Liberia, I wouldn't have finished up my house. And not only one house, houses. And if I didn't love Liberia, I wouldn't have purchased so much land. But my aim and aspiration is to develop the land that I purchased. But I can tell you the truth that I will not keep it filthy and dirty. I will clean around where I live. So I just want to read a few of them to you. And then also I will read some positive ones. All right. So I hope you stick with me, my subscribers. I love you. I really, really care about you. And I want to give you the best of the best. Also, you know, keep your comment coming. I appreciate it. Your comments, keep them coming because it will help me to actually improve on my platform. And those of you who have come by my video by mistake, I want to say thank you. Thank you. And please stay with me, okay? Don't just pass by. Stay with me, subscribe, share, like my videos, and I'll still have a whole lot of good contents that will be coming your way. So just to start, the first one said, if Liberia is one of the worst countries you have ever visited, why did you continue to complete your house? Moreover, you went ahead and purchased more land. So please help to fix Liberia, but not bash the country. You would turn visitors off, investors off. Say you would turn investors off. That's what I was told. But this is the response that I gave. I said, my beloved country is not the worst country on the face of the earth. It could become if we hide the truth about what is on the ground. You mentioned about turning investors away. What do you think? Do you want them to go there and invest, or do you want them to go there and invest, or you want them to go turn around and leave? Because we didn't tell them the truth about our country. If investors know the truth and decides to go to Liberia anyway, it will be very difficult to pack up and leave. Just a food for thought. If you haven't yet subscribed, share and like. So that's what I said over there. Okay? Because if we don't tell investors the truth, because as the individual mentioned, that would be turning investors away. If we come from Liberia and not say the truth or lie to the public, and an investor, maybe you saw someone video that said, don't worry about the negativity. Liberia is okay. Everything is fine. And they went over there and they see the way Monrovia look. So filthy. The houses are unpainted. The fence and things are unpainted. It looks so horrible. What do you think going to happen? They are going to pack up and leave again. So we must let them know the truth. Another person said, this video is a mess. This is horrible. Don't know where to start to reply. I live in the US and I visited Liberia last year. is not as terrible as you say it, dog for dogs. Even this America you call your home have a lot of horrible places, dirty places in America. Talking about you got broke and how you spent 100,000 on your house. There your family members ate your money. I was in Liberia for 3 months. I see lots of improvement in the road construction in Monrovia and other areas. I drove from Monrovia to Nimba. My family and I live on $3,000, including everything, for 3 months. My family lives in Liberia. I give them money for food every month when I'm in US or in Liberia. I think your spending depends on your lifestyle, and some of you want to impress people, friends, families, etc. Nothing wrong with that, but you need to have a set budget. If you can't control your spending, that's your problem. I built my mom 2 houses through herself, and the amount I spent was very reasonable. My mom did really well. Some family members mess up your building money. You find that everywhere around the world. That's why they have a lot of building companies now in Liberia. Sign up with them, and they're even affordable. Also do a very good job. Talking about heat, my dear, you know very well that in America you cannot sleep in your house for one night without air conditioner during summer. So while you think you can sleep in a house in Liberia without fan or air conditioner, we use to 24 hours air conditioner. So don't blame the government for heat. I am not blaming the government. I never blame the government. But this is what I said in short. I said sometimes I wonder, why do we hate the truth? It's not my intention to blame the government or anyone in particular for the unfortunate situation in Liberia. I only wanted everyone to know the truth of what is happening in our beloved country. I think we should take it with a grain of salt and do what it takes to help clean the city, create jobs so everyone won't have to sell on every street in Monrovia, making our city look like a market ground. If you truly visited Liberia as you stated, didn't you see the filth that's all along the streets of Monrovia? Why hide the truth? It said, say the truth and it will set you free. Someone needs to sound the alarm so those of us who are out of Liberia can really rally together, take some time off our busy schedule, return home to help our suffering country. We keep comparing Liberia to other countries. Is that the solution to our problems? Let's forget about America and try to make Liberia a clean and vibrant nation we can be proud of. Thanks for commenting. That is the truth. You know, this person is saying that they went to Liberia and they went to Nima County and they built 2 houses. Bravo, beautiful. I love that. But are you telling me, as I mentioned, didn't you see the filth along the way in Monrovia on your way out of town? Are you telling me that you didn't see it? Then I'm sorry. Maybe you turned a blind eye, or maybe I don't know what you were thinking, but the garbages are along the road. You can see videos of it. So why will you dispute the fact? And you were mentioning about the heat. The heat is everywhere. But as you rightly said, here in America, we use air condition, and I will say the truth, not 24/7. We use air condition sometimes when it's hot, when you're in your house. And I must just let you know that while in Liberia, I had 2 fans in my bedroom. And the 2 fans could not help, so I had to purchase an air conditioner and put it in my bedroom so I would be able to sleep at night. So if you're saying that I'm bashing Liberia and I'm bad-mouthing Liberia, you are making a sad mistake. I was only giving my experience. If you can understand, the title will say that I visited Liberia to observe, experience, and assess. So I'm just telling my experience or my experiences when I went to Liberia. So I'm not saying anything bad about Liberia that you have to say all of these. I'm grateful that you were able to purchase homes, that you were able to build homes through your parents. Yeah, people did eat our money, and maybe it was our fault because we kept sending it. But still, that is something that I've assessed while on the ground in Liberia, and I would never do it again. You say, oh, why did you complete your house and why did you do this? No, 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 no. I didn't say I don't like Liberia. Liberia is my home. I will always visit Liberia, regardless of the circumstances. I will always go because Liberia is my home, you know? And, so when people say these things, it troubles me, as I mentioned, because we want Liberia to be second to none. Someone mentioned like Liberia is like every other and third world country. No, no, no. Is that the solution? Is that the answer to questions that were asked? Or the situation that is happening in our country is because they are third world country like every other third world country? We don't have to build a third world country. America started from somewhere. It didn't start the way it is today. Rwanda started from somewhere. They too had civil war. But Rwanda today is one of the cleanest countries in Africa. They have Tanzania. These countries have developed, they are trying their best. Ghana, next door to us, they are doing everything they can to keep their country clean and vibrant. But if we always say that we should hide the truth, or we shouldn't say the truth about our country, that's why we are lagging behind today. Other African countries, even Sierra Leone seems to be a little better than us today. They too have civil war. But we Liberians, this is the problem we have. We don't want to say the truth so that we can go and rally each other to do better in Liberia. But we go there and say, you're bashing the country. Why you say Liberia is the worst country? No, I did not say that. And someone even also mentioned, they said, even in America, you give tips. So what are you talking about? Talking about dirt? It is a global problem and can be found in densely populated areas in all country cities. Do you want to deny this, Mr. Pastor Man? I'm not denying the fact that in other countries there are garbages everywhere. I'm not but guess what? Where the garbages are, people try to clean it up. You're in America. They do have places here that have garbages, but guess what? They go there every time. Where you live or where I live, you are in America, you know that every Thursday they pick up my garbages. I pay for it and they pick it up every Thursday. But I don't know about you. But the point about it is, because of other places or other cities in the world are dirty, because they are densely populated, Liberia don't have to be like that. You see, we are selling ourselves short of who we really are. We are vibrant people. We are people with so much resilience that we can do the unthinkable. But if we sell ourselves short, we will definitely have a problem. Because that's why our country is what it is today. The cities are dirty. The roads are all busted up. You said, oh, road construction, I see road construction. Yes, beautiful. I applaud the government. I applaud the president for building roads. But the roads going to other places, Seklepi and other places are being built, which is beautiful for the people there. But what's about Monrovia? How can you leave your house and go take care of someone else's house? Leave your house filthy and go take... Moreover, the streets there are busted up and you know it. If you were there, you saw it. I don't know where you live in Monrovia, but when I was there, I saw busted streets. I drove in Monrovia. There were streets, red light, whatever you... the Freeport of Monrovia, Macklin Street. Everywhere that I drove, there were busted up streets. Why should we deny the fact? And that is the truth. Someone also mentioned to me, he said, wow, even the heat, you're going to blame the country for it? Are you a true Liberian? How can you question my Liberianness? How can you do that? You can't do that because I didn't blame Liberia for the heat. I said when I arrived in Monrovia, the heat was surmountable. The heat was overwhelming. Why? Can I say my free mind? Am I on a peace bound here? What's going on? I didn't say blame Liberia for heat. And as I mentioned, I didn't say Liberia should be, the nation should be blamed. I said the heat is there. And all of you who have visited Liberia, you know that Monrovia is hot. The whole of Liberia actually is very, very hot and humid. And the funny thing is we live on the brink of the Atlantic Ocean. There are some parts of Monrovia that definitely get the breeze coming, the wind coming from the ocean, but some people just don't get it. And that's what I was talking about. I did not blame Liberia or the nation or the government for the hit in Monrovia. No, I did not. I did not. Someone mentioned that, here in America, people get tips. So why am I complaining about giving tips? It's true. People give tips. And I'll tell you the truth. Even those of us in America that give tips, we complain about it. Do you think we go to a restaurant to eat and you give me a bill of $200 and then you charge me $70 for my tip? Do you think I'm excited about that? I just paid $200 for the food I ate and then you charge me $70, $80, certain percentage of the food that I ate, and that I have to pay tip. Do you think I'm happy? I definitely complain. But when I went to Liberia, I'm not talking about giving tip. That's not what I was talking about. Giving tip to people, that's fine. If I ate in a restaurant, and I ate in a restaurant, or a restaurant there, a Ghanaian-owned restaurant, they had some nice fufu and soup, and boy, the meat, the cow meat or goat meat, whatever they had in it was really good. I enjoyed it. And I gave the lady $700 Liberian dollars tip. $700. I give her, in fact, now it's 750 because I give her $5 as her tip. So I don't have a problem. Even here in America, I give good tips. And people always, when I go wherever I go, people always talk about the kind of tips I give because I'm a good tip giver. But if you live with me in my house, I do everything for you. I build a house, you live there. And when I ask you, could you please clean the floor? And then you tell me I have to pay you $20. That is not tip. Because you told me that what I have to pay you. That is not tip. I don't know your definition of tip, but I believe that that is not the definition of it. If you ask me for something and I give it to you, I'm not tipping you because you asked for it. You see, maybe you might equate it with here in America, oh, they wrote it down, the paper, and they require you to pay. That's a requirement. So if I want to pay, I'll pay. If I don't want to, I can walk out. They're not going to arrest me. They're not going to hold my shirt or whatever and say, oh, you didn't pay because you ate $200 worth of food, so you should pay the $70 when you walk out. No, it doesn't work like that. But there, whatever you ask anyone to do for you, be it that you're taking care of them, you're feeding them, you're clothing them, you're housing them, you've done everything for them, but just a sign of appreciation. To say, you know what? There is something called initiative, doing something without being told. To say, you know what, I know these people need water, let me draw the water. I know the house floor is dirty, I need to scrub it because people are coming in and out. I know the floor needs sweeping, let me sweep it, and I live in this house. You don't have to tell me that I have to pay you before you do it. And you who wrote it, you know for the world that if you say such a thing, you know it's not going to be okay. All right? You know you're not going to be happy about it. Someone wrote and said, I really dislike videos like this. What's the point? We are a third world country with third world issues. Instead of bashing it, find solutions. Use this platform to make a change. Map out a strategy. Map out a strategic plan and ask for help if you care enough. You can't fix it all, but small fixes add up. For those of us who were privileged to live and gain experience and education in the diaspora, it is our moral obligation to help uplift our country and aid in the mobilization groups and organizations to help make some strategic changes. Beautiful. I love that. Okay, and I responded by saying, it's unfortunate you feel the way you do. The truth must be told about the situation in our beloved country. If we don't, how can it be fixed? Keeping silent is not the solution. But exposing the real deal is how all of us can work together to solve the surmountable problems our nation and people are faced with. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know you say all the good in strategic plan. Yeah, that's beautiful. We need to all rally around and have plans to help our country. But if I went to Liberia and decided to do something and someone doesn't know that they shouldn't drink water out of plastic bag and throw it on the street, and they continue to do it, what do you want me to do? The government, those responsible, the MCC needs, Painesville community, and all of these corporations that run these very subdivisions and divisions or whatever the section in Monrovia need to educate these people. I'm seeing mine on my platform, telling the people, look, we got to keep our place clean. Monrovia is a filth, and it is a filth. But how do we get together and help? So you and I, we can connect and say, you know what, let's buy food and garbage trucks and send it to Liberia. Let's do it. And then let's see if we can help our people. Or let's educate them and tell them, look, you cannot continue to sit in garbages and in filth and do these things that you are doing. Don't throw plastic bag on the street. Okay? And if MCC designated a specific place to put garbage and the people go and put these garbages there, they need to live up to the expectation of the citizen by removing your garbage every week. And maybe it might be better. But if you write all of these good things and you say you dislike the video, disliking the video won't change anything. But what we have to do is to work together, as you said rightly. All right? That's what we need to do. So when you talk about mobilizing groups, yeah, the people in Monrovia need to mobilize themselves. I don't live in Monrovia. I go there once in a while, but they need to mobilize themselves. But what? They need somebody to spearhead it. So these are some of a few of the statements that were made, and I did respond. But regardless of what you say or what you didn't say, it won't change the fact that's how Monrovia is. All right? I want to go to Monrovia and see it clean. I want to see our people healthy. I want to see our people living longer lives, living fulfilled lives, enjoying themselves, having fun. Not certain parts are looking clean and then certain parts are dirty. I observed when I went to Monrovia, Sinker area is much cleaner because I noticed that's where the president usually drives through when he's going home or going to work. But what's about the other parts of Monrovia? I had the opportunity one Sunday to drive through Broad Street and down through Waterside. And what I saw, I just could not believe my eyes. Maybe you need to go to Liberia, some of you, and see for yourself. Drive down Waterside on Sundays when no one is there selling and see what you see there. Take your video, take your cameras with you, take a picture of it and send it to me. If it's clean, that's what I want. We want Monrovia to be clean. All right? And yes, I did purchase land, and I'm going to show you a video of the land that I purchased. We finished the first one. I think you saw what I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you the greenhouse, and for surprisingly, somebody gave me a thumbs down for whatever reason. I don't know why, but that was the house that we tried to finish. We spent so much money on that house, but now thank God it's completed, and we have Christian organizations that have leased the house. So we are happy and very joyous of it. And we are going to return to Liberia in the future and do more and more development. We're going to build houses. We're going to do so much other things that we praying and planning on doing. So I want you to join forces with me and let's return home and try to help our people, okay? So we appreciate it. Just keep your comment coming, whether it be negative or positive. Keep it coming. I love you guys, and I will always love you. But just to read just a little few of those who says some encouraging things that I really appreciate, I would just want to say this. So one brother wrote, he said, "Thanks for keeping it real, brother. We from the diaspora will help Liberia small. People on Facebook be faking talking about LIB funnel. What fun?" And that's what he mentioned. But then I mentioned here, I said, "Thanks for acknowledging the truth about our beloved nation, for the truth will surely set us free from the uncertainty of bad governance. Please keep your comments coming." And then he wrote and said, "I subscribe." Thank you, brother, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. And then another sister mentioned, she said, "You pay over $100,000 for that house? Oh my God, OMG, unbelievable. Human beings can be wicked. Wow." And then someone wrote and said, "Job well done. I am happy for you and your family." And then another person wrote and said, "The house looks way, way better than what I first saw it in the previous video. Job well done." And then someone else wrote and said, "You have made lots of progress on that main house. Thank God you are fortunate to be there sometimes to monitor your work." But then I will close with this one because I'm going to continue in my next video. Some subsequent videos that will come up. But this person said, "Liberians are in denial and hate the truth." All right? Liberians are in denial and hate the truth. Let us not be in denial, brothers and sisters. Let us love the truth, for as I said, the truth will set us free. If we continue to hold back and say, you know what, that's how Liberia is, and there's nothing we can do about it, we're making a sad mistake because that's our home. America is not our home. Whether you live in England or wherever you live, Australia, wherever, that is not your home. Liberia is our home. We say what? Home be home. So if we want our country to be where we can go to live and enjoy and live longer, then we must speak the truth. We must find ways and means by connecting with the government and see how we can help our people by mobilizing them, organizing them, and also spreading the news that we must keep our city clean. We must keep our city clean regardless of the circumstances. You know, here in America, they have signboards. If you're driving along the road, if you litter, you will be fined. So if anybody throws stuff on the ground, the city mayor and the MCC or Painesville community or whatever, they need to have these signboards and also go on the air and announce these things. If we see you throwing plastic bags on the ground, you will be arrested and fined. If you don't pay the fine, you're going to stay in jail. And if that person know that they have to sell to survive or they have to work to survive, they will not throw stuff on the street. We need to take a stand, not just saying it out mouth, but we need to take actions. We need to take actions. That's what we need to do. And things will be better. Okay? So let's not hate. Let's love one another. All right? So thank you all for watching, and I appreciate it. You're going to see the video where what I talked about concerning the land that we purchased. And we hoping and praying to develop the land in the near future, not too distant future actually. Because we love Liberia. And I'm telling you the truth, in the future, we want to return home. That's why we are doing what we're doing. We want to go back home. America is stressful. Yeah, Liberia has its own stress. I tell you the truth, they're driving and they're filled and a whole lot of stuff there too. But still, home be home, and we want to return home. All right? So keep watching, and I love you. Subscriber, keep up the good works. New subscribers, if you have never subscribed to my video because you didn't like them, I want to say reconsider, okay? Because I'm going to be bringing you some real good content. So reconsider, subscribe, and I'll tell you the truth. Peace, and I love you. Bye.